10. The story. Point goes to Sonic Boom. Why? This could take a while, but because there are so many reasons. There are so many reasons. Everything I talked about before, the world, the characters, the motivations they have, and what they choose to do about them. All this stuff works together to make Sonic Boom better than Sonic 06. Let's see here. Let's start with the biggest issue with any story. Time travel. If used right, time travel can make a story better, but if used wrong, it can make a story worse. Let's see which game gets the bad news. In Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, Sonic and Tails are sent back in time to stop Lyric from destroying the world 1,000 years ago. They could not control the machine that sent them back in time, and all they could do is fight their way through Lyric's robots, stop the Robo Snake from activating his X-Men signals, and tell the Turtle Farmer that he should not plant some bad seeds. Why was that guy there? Maybe he works in the factory? Well, whatever. You can only change a few things before the computer system that controls the time machine sends our heroes back to the present. And that is all the time travel that happens in Sonic Boom. In Sonic 06, time travel happens all throughout the game. Sonic and Shadow use Chaos Emeralds to make time portals. And they aren't the only ones. Shadow and Silver make one too. And that's not all. Mephiles, the main bad guy of the story, can time travel too. And he doesn't even need anyone's help. All the time travel messes, this time travel messes up the story so much. Our bad guy can go wherever he wants and whenever he wants, and so can our good guys mostly. And yet they don't take advantage of this effect as much as they could have. This makes everyone in the story look like an idiot. It could have easily won multiple times, and yet they didn't. Take the time where the Duke of Suliana was experimenting on the Solaris lamp. Shadow and Silver could have gone back in time a little earlier and taken the Solaris lamp away. Boom, problem solved. Or Mephiles could have gone back in time and killed Elise and her dad, and then he would have been able to fuse with Iblis with no resistance. The characters in this game look like idiots because they didn't take advantage of this obvious trump card. And now, let's move on to the final part of the games. After going through an annoying level, our heroes confront the final bad guy of the story. And they both have the same motivation. Destroy everything. And while that works for Solaris, it does not work for Illyric. He should have had a better motivation and payoff. Why couldn't he use the Citadels to take over the world and punish the descendants of the ancients, aka the townsfolk, for what their ancestor did to him and his family? Again, you don't see any snakes hanging out in town, and a war that destroyed them would explain why. But we don't get that. Instead, we get a mindless monster we could have had so much more. And after the final battle, we get yet another reason why Sonic Boom is better than Sonic 06. The ending. Sure, people want to forget both games. But Sonic 06 is the only one that had the people in the game forget that the game existed. Wow, what an insulting way to end the game. Sonic Boom was bad, but at least they stuck to their guns. Even though there will not be a sequel, and the company that made it no longer exists. And that's it. After going through the games and comparing them, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric obviously comes out on top. Except when talking about the system you play it on. Thanks, Wii U, you failed again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to bed. It's almost morning. Check me out on YouTube and DeviantArt.